Hello everyone, my name is Govind Singh. I am from Computer Science branch from Government Engineering College, Jhalawar, and my today presentation topic is vehicle detection. Today's presentation agenda is what is vehicle detection, artificial neural network, feed-forward neural network, convolutional neural network, and categorization of computer vision tasks, and some vehicle detection methods like sliding window and you look only once or yellow algorithm. Vehicle detection. Vehicle detection system supports vehicles towards overhead obstacles such as bridges and tunnels and other traffic signals. It is very useful for trafficking systems for detecting the vehicles while there is a lot of traffic in the roads or for some accident purposes which in which some accident is happened and while to detect that vehicle. So to perform this type of software, we need some machine learning algorithms. So for first is artificial neural network. Artificial neural network is a it is similarly working like a human brain. First, in which we train the network from the images that we are captured through cameras, and then we put that image in that algorithm so that we can analyze or make the learned neural network to detect the types of vehicles and other obstacles. Feed forward neural network. It consists a large number of simple neurons like a processing unit, organized layers. Each unit layer is connected with all the units in the previous layer. Here there is one hidden layer and one input layer and output layer. All the neurons of input layer is connected to the and all the neurons to the hidden layer. It only goes from forward. Data in feed forward neural network, data enters at the input and passes through the network layer by layer until it arrives at the output. During the normal operation, that is when it acts as a classifier, uh, this is why they are called feed forward neural network. Some activation function is there to analyze or to linearize the output. First activation function is sigmoid activation function. The sigmoid activation function is the formula is 1 upon 1 plus e to the power minus x. Its value ranges from 0 to 1. The second activation function is tangent activation function. The tangent activation function values ranges from -1 to 1. And the rectified linear unit or ReLU function. This activation function values ranges from 0 to 1, or we can say that the activation values are maximum of 0. Our next topic is convolutional neural network. It is a special type of feed-forward neural network and specially designed to operate on the images. In feed convolutional neural network, we take a 2D images and then we take a filter for capturing the features of the image, and we pull that features on the images cell by cell, and we keep on uh, obtaining the features and map to the that we have previously trained the network and get the output or get the required image for the verification purpose. Pooling. Pooling layer are used to reduce the dimension of the map or extract the important features from the images. The first pooling method is max pooling. In this max pooling, we take a filter of any size like 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 and take the maximum value from that 3 by 3 cells and reduce the image dimension to next smaller dimension. Average pooling. In average pooling, we similarly take that 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 cells, and we take the average of that 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 cells and make and reduce the dimension and extract the features of the images. Now the categorization of computer vision tasks. Uh, there are different so many tasks in computer vision, but we mainly define in five category. First, image classification. Second, image detection and localization. Third, image segmentation. Fourth, object tracking. And five, instance segmentation. First, image classification. The image classification is a very real world problem. In this, we have a set of images and we have to classify the images to different categories. In a single image, we have uh, car, truck, bus, bicycle, etc. Then we have to use that particular appropriate algorithm to classify that there is an image of car, truck, bus, and bicycle in a single image, and we have to the percentage of that image will be high, which have covered the large part of that image. Next topic, image detection and localization. In this, the task is to define object within images and usually involves outputting bounding boxes and labels of individual boxes. In this image, we have to we have to give the image to the algorithm, and we have to take out that which in the image which part is which object, and we have to label and we have to make the boxes for each object. Like we have seen in the images, there is a person going around the road, and we have make the pink color box, and that is the object is a person. Similarly, he has taken the umbrella, and the object is we have made the boxes in green color, and that is umbrella. Now, image segmentation. Image segmentation is the process in which we divide the whole images into pixel groupings, which can be labeled and classified. It is a similar type of task which we had used previously, that is image detection and localization. Here we make the similar type of other pixels, and then we localize and we label them instead of bounding them in boxes. Object tracking. Tracking refers to the process of following a specific object of interest or multiple objects in a scene. See, we have seen the images that the particular person is following a particular path in previously, and we have determined that he will follow, or he or she will follow a particular path in near future. That is object tracking. It is crucial in autonomous driving self-driving cars or vehicles that is nearly developed by the Tesla. Instance segmentation. It is quite different from image segmentation. We need to carry out far more complex tasks. We see complicated sites with multiple tasks, overlapping objects and different backgrounds. And we not only classify these different objects, but also identify their boundaries, differences, and relations to one another. And then we localize and we make the boxes and similar kind of pixels to different objects. Now, vehicle detection methods. The first is sliding window. The sliding window is a very complicated, and it is very costly method, but it is previously used, but now it is replaced by the YOLO and other different algorithms. A sliding window. In this, we take an image and we put a filter in in the left upper side, and we keep on uh, shifting the filter with one cell or two cell or three cell, and while we shift, we that take the image of that filter and give to the uh, algorithm, and it run on that algorithm and extract the feature of that filter size image, and we keep on doing that. If see in the third image, we have seen that we are doing like that, and we got the image with two boxes, green and yellow, and that it detects that that is an image. But while doing that, we need to do so many strides, and we have to take the so many images of that a single image to detect that object. VNet sliding window appears with different scales to account for the fact that vehicles further away will appear smaller and cars will appear larger. See in the image we have taken the similar size filter, and we are keep on shifting the image to the right side of in the image, and we get a huge number of images for a single image. So we keep on doing that task repeatedly, and on the each repetition we increase the size of the filter so that we can detect the image which is big in that picture. See, and with the increase in the filter we also increase the shift size. So, for example, in the previous example images we are shifting only one cell. In the second we are shifting in two cells to the right. In the third we are shifting three cells to the right, so that we can detect the image of bigger image in that object, bigger object in that image. We have previously told that this method is very computationally expensive, and sometimes we detect the incorrect bounding boxes. So this algorithm is replaced by YOLO method. You look only once. This algorithm applies in a single neural network to the full image and then divides the image into region and predict bounding boxes and probabilities for each region. It is quite different from the sliding window, and it is not that much computationally expensive, and bounding boxes are more accurate than the sliding window. In this method we first split the images into a grid like structure of the image. For example, we have split that image into 7 to 7 grid. Each cell predicts the bounding boxes, that is each cell have height, width, length, breadth, and we cal and this small box we will be provided to the algorithm, which will detect if there is any object in this small grid. uh, Similarly, we will increase the grid size in every iteration, and we will detect, see in the image we find that there is a car in the background, but there is a small error that the box is not correctly accurate. So we take the bounding boxes or grid, and we will make it more size more. See, we while iterating, we get the huge number of bounding boxes uh, of different size, and which is very dark in color is detecting the image of a particular object in that image. See, there is a cycle, dog, and a background car, which is a very dark color bounding box, which has the highest probability of being any object in that image. Similarly, we differentiate it with the help we differentiate these images with the help of non-max separations. It 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 acquired that image and perf- and the confidence, or we can say probability of being that object in that image, and abstract that features and stored in the network. See, last finally we use the threshold function to detect that image and get the output using min max separation. Thank you. House.